It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Good morning and welcome to the morning show. I'm David Stroud here with Scooter Scott Callies.
Whoop whoop! How are you today?
How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Bright-eyed
Living
and
the
bushy-tailed.
dream. I'm good to hang out with you. What more could we ask for?
Nothing.
Other than we got Karen in the background.
That's right.
We got us a Karen, people. We got us a Karen, finally.
A good one.
Yeah, but we got a good Karen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the lot, some of the salespeople will come to me and say who their customer is, and this is Karen. And more often than not, the Karen will end up saying, I'm a good Karen.
I'm a good Karen. I can understand that.
Right? Start off right off the bat.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
I would too.
So how was your weekend?
Pretty good. We went to Eureka Springs. I had to swap my Saturday and Sunday, so I had Saturday off. And Kirsten and Colin came in, and Carla suggested we go to Eureka Springs. Cool little town, good food and good little shops. Ended up getting me a bracelet. I have two now. Not a jewelry guy, but for some reason I like bracelets, so I got me a bracelet.
There you go.
It's supposed to promote. It's magnetic and it's got like frequencies, and it's supposed to promote.
I am sold on the whole magnetic thing, and I was the worst critic there was. And I had carpal tunnel in my wrist real bad.
Okay.
And they were telling me I needed to have surgery or whatever. And I was having a problem. You go through phases, like certain times it's worse than others, And we were at I think it was the fairgrounds. They were having some show, and there was a guy selling those magnetic bracelets. And he's like, yeah, it would help with your carpal tunnel. And I'm like, no, there ain't no way.
Right.
And so I walked away, and my father-in-law was there, and he goes, I'm going to buy a couple of those, and you're going to wear them, and you're going to try it.
Just to see.
And I'll be danged if they didn't make a difference. So, I don't know. I believe in them.
I was standing outside the guy's store, and I just thought the bracelet looked good. And he goes, come in here. Let me show you how these work. And I was like, how they work? It's a bracelet.
Yeah,
so he had
you clip it on my wrist.
Yeah, I put it on my wrist. It's a bracelet. What does it do? Let me show you. And he had me stand on one foot and put my arms out, and he pushes on one side of my shoulder. And, I about fall over the first time he does it. He goes, you got a cell phone on you? And I said, yeah. I take it out, and he goes, give that to your wife. And I give it to Carla, and he goes and does it again. This time I'm a little bit more stable. And he goes, it's that cell phone, frequencies and signals and stuff. And he goes, now let me put this on your wrist. So he puts it on my wrist, and he goes, let's try it again. Well, this time I'm just like a tree, he can't push me down at all. And he goes, that's the blah, blah, blah about the magnets and all this. And I don't remember now, and I'm still just thinking I like the way it looks. That's, I like the way it looks.
I like the looks of the bracelet.
It's a classic watch design. And I couldn't remember where it was till I went to his website later. And I said, where have I seen this before? And it looks like one of my dad's old watches.
Oh, okay.
And so,
I can see that.
And that's, I think, why I just wanted it. It wasn't anything else. So when we left, I told Carla, I was like, you know what? Okay, so the first time he pushes on my shoulder, and I'm not saying that, what he was saying was wrong. It's just you're not ready, right? And so he pushes on you, and you about fall over. The second time, you're a little bit more ready for it. You take the phone out, blah, blah, blah. He pushes on you, and you're like, oh, you're not getting me this time. Then the third time, it's like, I'm a trunk. You're not moving me. So, but it said within...
the bracelet.
Yeah,
It's the bracelet.
Within 20, 30 minutes, you're supposed to feel better. There's people that have inflammation and stuff. Well, that's the thing. I don't know. It said, and so I went to the website, and it said some people are different, and it could take up to 3 days to feel a little different. Joint pain, stuff like that's supposed to help with that, and inflammation. And you read reviews, some on Google and some on their website, and so it's helped people before. I'm here. That was Saturday. Here's Tuesday, so I'm the 3 days in. Besides the sore throat I've got, I feel good as far as body-wise. But is it due to the bracelet? I couldn't tell you. I can't.
Yeah, it's hard to tell on those things.
I still like it because it looks good.
Yeah, the whole balance thing, I'm with you on that. I mean, if somebody comes up and pushes on your shoulder and then comes up and you know they're going to do the exact same thing again.
You're going to be ready.
Yeah, you're giving a different kind of resistance. Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm just here. It's
like any place that, sells something, that when somebody walks in, that another person walks in, another. Well, when he brought me in there was nobody in the store. By the time we left, there was like 7 people in the store. It's like the lot, somebody pulls in and another pulls in. And I always tell the salespeople, I say, they all called each other and said, okay, let's go now. And that's what it was like. I hope the guy sold 3 or 4 more, because you see somebody else buying it and you think, oh, well, they think it's good. I hope he did. He's a really nice guy. And I seem to know what he's talking about. Don't remember half of what he said, because I just like the way the thing looked.
And ladies and gentlemen, he does not sponsor the show, but
he doesn't. It's 7:06. We better move on.
We better get to moving. You're going to be talking too much again.
Me?
Yeah, you.
You're sitting there with me, brother. Hospice of the Ozarks, they sponsor the morning prayer. Since 1979, they believe that every individual is unique, special, and worthy of quality end-of-life care. Hospice matters. The end of life deserves as much beauty, care, and respect as the beginning. Still a non-for-profit 501c3, there has never been a charge to a patient or their families for hospice care, and this commitment remains a part of their mission. We'll pause now for the morning prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for, my family. Thank you for the trip we had this weekend. Thank you for all the friends and the coworkers I have, and I hope that everybody has that in their life as well. I hope if they don't, that you find them somebody that they can connect with and have a relationship, because our lives are all about relationships. Please watch over our children, our first responders, and our military, those that put themselves in harm's way for our freedoms. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Hospice of the Ozarks. Give them a call at 870-508-1771. You can ask them about respite care. When you're taking care of a loved one and you could use a little break, day or two, give them a call, because as Scooter always says,
got to take care of yourself first before you can take care of others.
That's exactly right.
Your batteries will drain.
That's right. And it's okay to. Give them a call, 870-508-1771. Let's hear a word from our sponsors, the Z Team, and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Bob Zador of the Z Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z Team would like to be your one. Give us a call. 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show. Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. For all your real estate needs, give them a call, 870-405-0793. Go to retiredarkansas.net, where you can find their listings, the MLS listings, and these beautiful views of the White River. Look at that.
Pretty this morning.
Yeah, it is. It looks crisp. It wasn't too cold this morning. I almost really didn't need the pullover I got on.
I came like this.
I know, right?
I didn't wear a jacket or anything today.
I didn't at first. I put it on when I got here. I'm not sure why, because I was coming in the building. That's beautiful. Collier, Arkansas, the Horseshoe Bend of the White River, brought to you by the Z Team on their website. You can find this beautiful view 24/7. Man, look at that. Makes me want to go fishing. We always say it, and we never do it.
We need to go fishing.
I know. One of these days. One of these years.
We're going to look at the other camera because it's got the Z clips going on. Ooh, isn't that pretty?
That is pretty. You can see the train station there in the distance. David's Island there in the middle of the river. I dub thee. But if you're looking to buy or sell a home, give the Z Team a call. There it is.
There's train.
Isn't that cool how that zooms in? It totally brightened up when it zoomed in. Give the Z Team a call, 870-405-0793. Realtors you'd recommend to a friend, we recommend them because they know what they're doing. They're going to make sure every I is dotted and T is crossed, get you that closing date on time. Let's hop the train and go for a ride.
Yeah.
Yeah?
BNSF.
I guess we better do the weather before we do that, though, right?
Yeah, probably be a good idea.
Should we do? All right. The weather brought to you by the Z Team. Mountain Home at 54, Harrison at 60, Batesville at 58, Yellville at 63, Marshall at 41, Salem at 52, Mountain View at 41, Calico Rock at 54, West Plains, Missouri at 52, Springfield at 52, Poplar Bluff at 44, and St. Louis at 41. National Weather Radar, not really a lot of activity except for across the northern part of the states. You've got some there to the east, going through Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, parts of Kentucky.
Little strip.
Just little strips. Little chicken strips. No big deal. Let's zoom into Arkansas and Missouri, where it looks like there's a little patch coming through Kansas. Kind of dissipates before it gets to southwest Missouri and northwest Arkansas. It looks like we're in the clear most of the day. Watches and warnings. Look at the south. Got some dense fog advisory all through southern Louisiana and parts of Texas and Mississippi and Alabama and Florida and all them places. But nothing near our neck of the woods. The line looks clear, buddy. That's all right. If there was something at the line, it wouldn't get through Missouri.
There you go.
Today we have increasing clouds, high of 75. Tonight, partly cloudy, low of 47. Wednesday, sunny, high of 72. Wednesday night, mostly clear, low of 48. Thursday, chance of showers at 30%, a high of 76. Thursday night, partly cloudy, low of 57. Friday looks like a slight chance of thunderstorms at 20%, and a chance of showers at 30%, high of 73. Friday night, we got a chance of showers at 40%, low of 59. Saturday, we got a chance of showers at 30%, a high of 76. Let's see if we can just... This is all going to change, Scooter. You know what it is. Saturday night, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, low around 60. Sunday, got a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly sunny, with a high near 77. Now, say 40% chance of showers and mostly sunny. Does that go together? I don't even know. You know what? Thursday, that's all going to change, isn't it?
It is.
Norfolk Lake water level is at 553.65. Level is 1.65 feet above full pool. They're generating 2. Bull Shoals Lake water level 658.41. Level is 0.59 feet below full pool, and they're generating 5. And that is a look at your weather, brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. Go to retiredarkansas.net, find their listings, the MLS listings, those beautiful views of Cotter, Arkansas, 24/7. And guess what else, Scooter?
What else?
A plethora of information.
A plethora. I should have known. There went the college words.
That was coming. All right, we're going to take a break, come back with community news, brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals.
Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life, while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
Oh, honey, we've had such a wonderful vacation here in the Ozarks. I really hate to go home.
I know. The lakes, the rivers, they've all been great for fishing. Oh, and the boating and the swimming.
And the people are so nice in the stores and restaurants.
Let's call an agent and see if we can make Mountain Home our new home.
Call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793. Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East Mountain Home.
870-405-0793. Hello, Z-Team?
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 Series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. This part of community news is brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. Located at 4423 Highway 62 West here in Mountain Home, Arkansas. You can't miss them. A sea of orange Kubotas and blue New Holland stretch from one end of the lot to the other, and they have added to the inventory.
And they keep adding. Every time I go there, they get more and more stuff, and I don't know where they're going to put any more. And I do agree. I mean, it's hay season coming up, and so you can tell they've got a lot of the hay implements and different things, cutters and balers and stuff put in there, but they have so many tractors.
Yeah.
And now they added the construction equipment. Mm-hmm. They've got the trailers. They got the UTVs. It's just a full lot. But that's a cool thing. If you're going shopping for a tractor, you'll be able to try out different ones and find out the one that you like the best.
Yeah, take for a little test drive. The New Holland and the Kubotas might have different ways they use the levers, and
they do. They both feel a little bit different.
Yeah.
I've had both. I like both.
Yeah.
But they are a little bit different.
Yeah. So go by and see them for parts and service as well. And you can check out their pre-owned lineup and new lineup. They've got deals with 0% financing with approved credit. And my dad always said, if you can use somebody else's money for free, you might as well.
There you go. That's smart.
That's right. Give them a call, 870-425-3434. Go to ozarksfarmandlawn.com. But better yet, just go by and see them in person. Go for a little test drive. Talk to them about what you need. They might be able to point you in the right direction you didn't even know. Isn't that right?
Tell them David said you can take a test ride.
That's right. Why not?
They won't have a problem with that.
All right, let's do some community news. The Second Amendment Legacy Foundation is having their 2025 fundraising banquet. It'll be Friday, April 18th at 5:30 p.m. at the Baxter County Fairgrounds. It's located at 1507 Fairground Drive here in Mountain Home. If you need tickets, call Joanne at 870-424-3535, or you can contact Bo at White River Firearms at 870-402-9002. This will be a dinner, auctions, guns, raffles, and family fun while supporting the shooting sports and ensuring the survival of Second Amendment traditions for generations to come. So they're doing this for a while, haven't they?
Yeah, they have.
I can't remember, but gosh, it's probably going to be going on, 20 years? 15, 20 years? The Mountain Home Military Service Sisters is having their meeting March 28th at noon at Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. The next one will be towards the end of April, at April 25th at Skipper's Restaurant. And we have the annual plant sale, buddy. This is going to sell out faster than ever.
You got to be there early.
Yeah.
Talk about you got to get up early for this one, unfortunately.
Yeah. Saturday, April 26th at the Baxter County Fairgrounds. Doors open at 9 a.m. Closed when plants are sold. I mean, they made it a point to put that on there. Usually by about 10 a.m.
Yeah.
So, an hour.
There will be a line. If you get there at 9 a.m., there will be a line. So I would suggest getting there early if you want some plants.
Yeah. If you'd like to join their meetings, you can go to baxtercountymg.com. Their next one will be April 10th with Laura Cannon. So go check that out and, be a part of their meetings. The Baxter County Veteran Benefit Fair, helping veterans and families with their earned benefits, Friday, May 9th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Baxter County Fairgrounds Educational Building. Light lunch is provided. There'll be vendors, door prizes, and a Vive Power Chair giveaway. Very good. Let's see what else we got here. Cast for Kids. This is coming up April 12th. If you'd like to register, you can go to castforkids.org and you can register your child. If you want to be a volunteer, you can also register here. This is a cool little event, fishing event for kids with special needs. You can contact Christy West by emailing McKaig Park at castforkids.org or give her a call at 870-632-9498.
Cool part is you don't need to bring anything. They supply the tackle box and the fishing pole, and you get to keep all that. It's all supplied and gives to you. So
that's right.
They got food. Mm-hmm. They got so much going on over there. That's pretty cool. It's a great event. Fun.
It's going to be real good. So go to castforkids.org for more information. Real easy to find this right here. I mean, they've got a lot of spots. Let's just bounce back to the home page. You can see, there we go. Find an event right here. Find an event right here. I mean, they're everywhere. We'll just bounce back to that one, and you'll see the different events across the U.S. Scroll down to right here, McKaig Park, presented by Farm Bureau Insurance. And we're back to the page I was on. Real easy to do. Let's see what we got next. Read to Succeed, the Mountain Home at the Mountain Home Kindergarten, 1310 Post Oak Road. That'll be Monday, April 7th at 5:30 p.m. Join them for fun family reading event as a part of Read to Succeed, an initiative to provide literacy resources and encourage family engagement. Come enjoy lunch, fun and activities, and special book reading. All families will receive a take-it-home bag with literacy resources, including a book. And so somebody had asked, is this for certain grades only? Let's see if there's anything written on here to answer that. I'm not real sure. I guess somebody didn't see that. I don't know. Must register by March 21st. Oh, it's March 25th. So
if you're not registered, you're out.
You're out. Guess we better find out. Keep talking about it. That is a look at your community news, unless you have anything.
Nope. That was it.
The only other thing is the LC Salmon Juice Center having their spring break activities this week. The kids can go up there during the day if you don't have anywhere for them to go, but they do so much fun activities that if you want to go and check it out if you've never been there before.
And they've got their spring carnival and stuff coming up, and we'll be talking about that a little bit more.
Yes. Sounds good. All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back with the Twin Lakes Playhouse about their upcoming play.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We're visiting with members of the Twin Lakes Playhouse. We have Ann Johnson and Karen McKaig. Did I say that right?
Yes,
okay,
you did.
Good.
Thank you.
Just making sure. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, definitely. Well, first time for me to meet you all, so I like to treat it as they don't know you as well. And if we'll start with you, and how long you've been in the area, and how you got started with the Twin Lakes
Well, I moved
Playhouse.
here in 1991, so it's been a few years, and then I've been with the Playhouse since 2001, somewhere in there. So been around.
You beat me by 2 years. I got here in '93. Can't think of another place I'd rather live.
I know. I moved from California, so that's a big
Really?
culture shock thing. Yes.
Well, what part?
Southern California mostly, and then central around Merced,
Bakersfield.
Modesto. Bakersfield.
I left when I was
My sister's
10.
in Bakersfield. Well, she actually lives in Kern River, but she manages the Costco down in Bakersfield.
Yeah, still there. One day maybe to Arkansas. Probably not.
Don't think so.
That's okay. That's okay. To each their own. No, I left in 1989 when I was 10. And we went to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and my dad was from Mena, Arkansas. And so we ended up in Mountain Home because we had like a layover for a couple of months in Springfield, Missouri. He wasn't sure where he was going to choose to move to Arkansas. And we were having breakfast, and the waitress, my dad gifted Gab, and he was talking about moving to Arkansas, and she said, "You ever been to Mountain Home?" He said, "I have not." And she goes, "You should check it out. That's where I'm from." That's how we ended up here. On her recommendation that we come down and take a look.
Well, I wanted to live in the mountains area,
Oh, yeah,
so the
yeah.
Ozark area sounded like that was a good
these
thing.
huge mountains of ours.
So, California mountains is kind of bigger, but
a little bit.
We still got hills and mountains here.
Yeah, it's beautiful though. Karen, how about you? Tell us about yourself.
Well, I am originally from Tulsa, and I've lived here since 2002, and I love it. It's a lot different than Oklahoma, in Oklahoma the wind's always blowing, but here, the lakes and the hills and the green, the trees and everything, so I love it.
Yeah, we got a little bit of that Oklahoma red clay through the storms that passed.
Yes, all over the cars.
My truck was covered in it. We got a little piece of Oklahoma here now.
Yeah, a little piece of Oklahoma.
Yeah. I say that tornadoes of Oklahoma are starting to move into Arkansas, and I'd rather them keep them over there.
I can see that, actually. It's like, there's been, since I've lived here, it seems like tornadoes have increased kind of in frequency in the area. But
Especially up here. And usually they stay down south and in a tornado alley down there, but it's been hitting up here more.
Growing up in Oklahoma, it's like, could be another one. you know.
Yeah, I can do without.
So,
Well, tell us about the play that you have coming up. It's Farce of Habit.
Yes. It's a Jones Hope Wooten, what they call Southern Fried Comedy. I've done several of their plays, and they've been very successful because they just write for the South. They're just from here, our area, local area, and I think they actually have been Oklahoma or something.
One of the playwrights is from Texas. One's from North or South Carolina. So, and I'm not sure about the third one, but they have the South in their blood.
Yeah.
And one of the playwrights actually used to write for the Golden Girls TV show.
Excellent.
So
they're some
but they
excellent
focus
writers.
on Southern comedy.
Right.
Definitely.
Well, I would say the actors and actresses will have no problem fitting right into that role.
Right.
If they're from the South,
We have the accents, especially her. She's answering the phone on one of the lines that she has is, yes, this is, what's that accent? Talking about Arkansas.
There's a line about, yes, most of us down here do talk this way, but don't worry, we can get you a translator. And that's pretty much, but this one is actually set in Arkansas, which makes it real fun.
Yeah. What's it about?
It's about a couple, which is Renelle here, Wanell, and her husband, D. Jean, and they own a fishing lodge, the Reel'em Inn Fishing Lodge.
Sounds about right for our area.
It does, doesn't it? It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be in a town called Mayhew, and I looked it up, but I don't think I've ever saw a Mayhew, Arkansas. I think it's just a made-up name.
Yeah.
But they have some interesting guests that come to visit. There's a gaggle of nuns staying in the barn, doing a nature hike type thing, and one nun that comes in the house a little more often. You do see a nun, that's where you get the habit part from. And
they'll be dressed up.
Oh, and nuns, yes.
Well, then my sister-in-law won't go because she's scared of nuns. So continue.
Well, so is one of their characters.
Wow, that fits right in with the.
That's right. And they're running and chasing, and one of them's got a sister that's the sheriff, and she kind of gets into some weird situations, has some hot pants that are so tight she can't walk in them.
Okay.
And, pulls the gun a lot, fights over the gun, crawling all over the couch, running in circles. Everybody is just running. It's a lot of choreographing done. Sometimes when you have a play, you're worried about the actors learning all the lines.
Yeah.
But when you have a play like this, you have to worry about, where's this actor? Is this one going to fall over? Is this one going to get knocked over? Is this one physically capable of doing this? Because there's so much activity and jumping around to do. So.
There's a lot of activity in this one. It's fun. The play has a lot of interaction with some of the guests that are staying at the inn.
Yeah.
And it's just, there's a lot of funny stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's so funny that the backstage people, we have our stage manager, and she's standing behind one of the doors ready to open and close the curtains, and everything that goes on, she's laughing out loud. So it's so funny, they can't stand it.
Yeah,
and they
trying
laugh
not
at each
to.
other on stage because it's some of the stuff that comes out of their mouths. And the costumes, we've got one guy that's a community theater actor, and he comes in 5 different costumes. They're playing Around the World in 80 Days at his little community theater. So it's kind of community theater with our theaters. So it was just a cute play that I thought everybody would enjoy.
Yeah. Sounds like it's going to be a heck of a production. I mean, what goes in start to finish the production of a play? I mean, of course, you've got a cast and you have people audition for it. When somebody's auditioning for the parts, you're looking for, I'm sure certain age ranges to fit the profile of the character.
Right.
But yeah, what goes into the production?
Well, I know it takes me, I use almost the whole year to get things thought out, set up, because as a director, you're designing the stage, your set, trying to find people to build the set for you, getting all the ideas of how you're going to have all your furniture set, so that it's able to access for the parts of the act that you need. Then you're looking for people when you audition. There could be 20 people and 5 of them would be great for that part, but You know, does this person look like this person's sister? And you're just looking for that part. And that's the hardest part about directing, is telling that another person, sorry, but you just don't fit the part. Not that they're not qualified for it, they just don't fit what the director's idea is of that part.
Right, and you really want to cast somebody the image that you see.
Right, and that's all the director, it's all in the director's mind. So, you know, the director's mind is a little different. I like directing because I'm organized, and I like telling people what to do. So it's like, go here, go there, put your cigarette out over there. There's so many little details that you have to think about. When I did my first play, Bly's Spirit, it was one of the ladies walked around with one of those long cigarettes.
Oh, I remember.
Okay, you're going to have to put that cigarette out somewhere. So then we had to make sure there was an ashtray, and that she was going to be blocked enough that she was going to be over here to put that cigarette out. So it's just tiny little things that you don't think about when you're watching a play.
Yeah,
So,
but those details matter.
oh,
They do,
yeah.
which is why I don't direct. I'm just throwing that out there.
She
I
just
don't
like being
direct.
told where to go, what to
It's
do.
like, it's way over my head, but yeah, there's a lot of minutia from start to finish, from the director's standpoint: lighting, sound,
music,
So my question would be, so at Twin Lakes Playhouse, you guys have a number of plays you do throughout the season.
Right.
Are all of them have a different director?
Yes, most of the time.
So you just decide, hey, I'm going to direct a play, and you choose your play, and then kind of start from there.
You want to talk about the play per
Yeah,
selection?
the process, a director or anybody can submit a play. It doesn't have to be a director, but we have a committee that reviews the plays and makes recommendations to the membership, and then the membership votes on the plays for the slate of the year. So we have several people that direct now. So, and you can submit as many plays as you want to as a director, or as just someone who's like, I'd like to see this play on stage.
Yeah. And then you would choose a director for it.
You need to find a director that's interested in doing it.
Yeah. And to be a director at Twin Lakes Playhouse, there's correct me if I'm wrong on this, since I don't direct, but there's a workshop that you have to attend, and that basically teaches you the ins and outs of directing and all the pieces that you have to coordinate, and then you just submit a play you want to direct. And
yeah, we haven't had director workshops in a long time, but now I've directed enough of them that I put together a workshop, and we just did one a couple of months ago, and I had 10 people that thought I might be interested in directing. But then when they saw the 30 pages of things that I said, this is what the director is responsible for, I have 2 that might be still interested in directing. So it's really just so much that you're responsible for. Not that you have to do. You can have an assistant director and your stage manager. If you can delegate, then it's a lot less for the director to have to do. But then you still have to follow up, make sure it's done.
Yeah.
So it's still pretty.
And that doesn't even include, actually directing the play. Make sure that people learn their lines, pick up their entrances and exits, have the right costumes, makeup, everything. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, and based on how many characters that you have in the play, you probably can need at least 2 or 3 assistants to help with that choreography.
I had one assistant, but I had one person had to drop out, so my assistant became that actress. So now I kind of just
make do with yeah.
You make do, but they help too. So it's not like you just dropped on and do it all yourself. So.
Yeah, that's good. How long does it take you to set up a play? I know you're thinking about it for a year, know, but then once you start casting and setting the stage,
rehearsals, we rehearse usually for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Sometimes 9 if it's a musical. You need a lot more time with all that. We rehearse like 4 days a week. So usually Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. and then for 6 weeks, and hopefully they all have their lines, and then you have your schedule. I have to write out a schedule for the 6 weeks of where we're at, what we're doing, what you should know. You should be off book by here, and it's just you hope that they can follow that.
Yeah.
But
We'll
right now,
find out
it's-
this week.
Yeah. Well, right now they're looking very good. They're all off book. We did a run through last night that was just a speed run through. Just say your lines as quick as you can, get them done, say them. That was a quick thing to help
Almost
them
like a table read.
get their but they were actually doing their positions and
yeah,
everything
yeah.
else on stage, not with costumes or anything. It was just say your lines. I wanted to make sure they were off book and ready to know, and they were quick with their lines. And I think we're going to make it. I think we got a show.
Very nice. Well,
It's going to happen whether you got one or not.
They are ready or
It's
not.
happening. It's happening.
Thursday's our benefit, so that's our first audience, and that's where we can gauge the laughter, how much extra time it's going to take, because it should take just about 2 hours to do the play, but with the laughter, we're figuring an extra 15 or 20 minutes.
Sure.
So.
Yes, this is a very funny play, and the fact that it is set in Arkansas.
And
should
that it
make even
involves
better.
community theater. I
Yeah,
love the
in
part that it's, because they come towards the end, they're saying, community theater might save lives. And yeah, so, because we have an axe murderer running around here too, and so that's a big mystery. And there's just lots of things happening, so something happening every second. So.
Yes.
I would assume that a lot of the actresses and the actors are in a lot of the same plays, so they may do this play and then opt in to do another play.
Audition for the next one. Yeah.
So you're probably like on pins and needles waiting for the play ahead of you to finally come to an end, so then you get your hands on them, and then everybody's mindset's got to change again.
Yeah, because you hope, well, they've already done 2 plays in a row. Are they ready to do a third one, or are we going to have whole new people? And yeah, when you have your auditions, you just pray that people show up for the auditions, and then you pray that you have enough of them and that they're the right people for those plays. So, yeah.
We're all volunteers, so from an acting standpoint, it takes a lot of time just, when you're not at the Playhouse, just learning the lines and learning where you're supposed to be and when. But I think there's at least one person in this play that's done, this is like his third or fourth in a row, I think.
Yeah.
And I've done that in the past, and it's hard. It takes a lot of time and energy to do that, but
Right, if you're talking 4 days a week auditioning, and then
and some of them are still
Or-
young enough they're working, so
Yeah.
they're working, trying to learn lines in between, and then coming after
Yes.
work to do 2 hours worth of rehearsals. And yeah, it's a lot of dedication. And like she said, it's all volunteer, so we are a 501(c) corporation, so we do take money. We have sponsors. In fact, we have a sponsor for our play, and it's the Jim Brown Heating and Air Conditioning. They actually sponsored this play, and then you can be a patron, which is just a donation that's made every year to help keep things running. And then we take donations. We'll take money anytime. So,
Right.
so,
It's no problem. Just give them a call.
You got money you want to give.
And people don't realize the cost of it. It's usually $130 per performance, plus your royalties that you're paying for. So your plays can run up to $3,500 just to put the play on before you ever start anything else. And then, of course, there's painting and costumes and all that's costs and props. And
Setting the stage.
there's a lot of money
there's-
involved in it.
Yeah.
So we appreciate all our sponsors and our patrons, and we acknowledge them at each show and in our programs. So
Very good. You got show dates Friday, March 28th, 7 p.m., Saturday, March 29th at 7 p.m., Sunday, March 30th at 2 p.m., and it continues through April.
the next 3 weekends. Yeah, it
Next
runs for 3 weekends.
And you can get tickets for $15. Tickets available here on the website, twinlakesplayhouse.org, or you can call 870-424-0444. Theater doors open 1 hour prior to the show. Auditorium doors open 30 minutes prior to the show. And again, sponsored by Jim Brown Heating and Cooling. And yeah, let's take a break.
You bet.
Yeah, we'll take our last break and we'll come back with more from the Twin Lakes Playhouse.
Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville. Voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day. Or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday. 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z-Team.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home. Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We're visiting with the Twin Lakes Playhouse. They will be having their play Farce of Habit upcoming this weekend and throughout April. You have some interesting characters here, and tell us about them.
Well, the owner of the lodge is Miss Winnell over here. Karen plays Winnell Wilburn.
Yeah.
And her husband, D. Jean, is Mike Horberg. And then we have their son, Ty, who's into community theater. He's the one with the big headdress on there. He's a can-can dancer in that one.
Yeah.
And that's Trey Wentworth. And then his new little wife is Kira Johnson. She's first time on stage, and she's doing very well. Then we have Jock McNair, who's Vance Jones. I think he has something to do with human resources at the Baxter County. And he's just been in a couple of plays. Well, actually, I think he's the one that's been in 4 plays now. Yeah. And then Barbara Stratton is, she's come back out of the hiding too for several years, and she's playing Denise Jones. Or Denise Jones is playing Barbara Stratton, who is Jack McNair's estranged wife. And then we have Huddle Fisk, who is Gabe Potter. And Maxie is D. Jean's sister, and that's played by Angie Lindberg. And then Sister Mary Agnes is played by Shannon Egan's, I guess, as she wants to go by that. My stage manager is Angie Cotter Leach, and their crew is Pat McKaig and Michael Barker.
Excellent. Yep, you see the nun back there?
the
Sister-in-law's not going now. I'm sorry.
Well, D-Gene's afraid of nuns, too, because he had an accident when a nun stared him down, so he's a little afraid of nuns, too.
Yeah. We were talking at the break that it has a little something for everybody. It's set in Arkansas. A lot of laughs and an axe murderer. So, I guess out of all of those people, one of them. Who's it going to be?
Perhaps, I know. That's the question, isn't it?
Yes.
You have to come to find out.
Exactly. That's very good. You can follow their Facebook page. That's where I'm at, Twin Lakes Playhouse. And there's information that they'll post. See, here's Farce of Habit. You've got auditions coming up for another play, Laura auditions.
Laura, yes.
Yeah. And let's go back to your website
That's
here.
in the second week of my play. She'll actually have auditions.
Okay.
On a Saturday and a Sunday, I think she had them. That's set.
So Farce of Habit is all set, but if you want to audition for Laura, and then later on in the year, Jane Eyre.
Jane Eyre.
Eyre.
Jane Eyre.
I knew it.
Do you not know the classics?
Nope.
That's a classic,
That's
yes.
a classic.
Yeah. And Nonsense.
Which is a musical.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Will there be nuns in that?
There'll be lots of nuns.
Course, yes.
Yeah.
Lots
I
of
think
nuns.
maybe
There's-
5 nuns. We did Nonsense 2 several years ago, pre-pandemic, but this is the first in that
Yeah,
series.
we've done them before, but it was more than 10 years ago. And I think they've done Nonsense, and then they did Nonsense 2, and now they're bringing it back because it's such a popular, it's a funny musical is what
Yeah.
it is, so it's fun.
But it's full of nuns.
It's full of nuns.
That's funny. Show dates again: Friday, March 28th, Saturday, March 29th, Sunday, March 30th. Friday and Saturday is at 7, Sunday at 2. And then April 4th, 5th, and 6th. Same times, April 11th, 12th, and 13th. Like I said, get your tickets at twinlakesplayhouse.org. Where is it on here on the website? Is it up at top? Let's see, ticket information. So there you go. Just click this button. You take a major credit card, debit card? Yeah. Just click on there.
And don't wait till, you can walk in to get your tickets, but it's not recommended.
Yeah, we've been selling out several of our shows, especially on Sundays.
Yeah.
Sundays are very busy.
I can see that, yeah. 2 p.m. on Sundays. Very good. twinlakesplayhouse.org. And so if you want to audition, somebody that has never done it before, they can audition, and you're looking for certain parts to fit what people look like. You know, I seen one where it was a male, upper 40s. So
Right. Yeah, you pretty much say you have an idea of how, because most of our people are older, and we hope that we get more people, because people from the past that have done high school drama or theater and may have done some other acting and they've just gotten out of it. We're hoping that this might be something that they might think about getting back into it again. And then, of course, we need the younger people, trying to find 20 and to 40 years old or 20 to 30-year-olds. They're so busy with life happening, so it gets a little hard finding younger people to take these young roles. So.
Yeah. How hard is it to memorize all the lines?
Ask her. I don't do that.
Well, you'd think it would be hard, but you actually, somebody told me this before I ever first auditioned years and years ago. You rehearse it so much that it's really not that difficult. I mean, you do have to study at home or wherever, away from the playhouse to learn it, but it's so repetitive with rehearsals that it's really not as daunting as you would think it might be. So if you, and you don't have to prepare anything for an audition unless it's a musical that you're auditioning for. You just show up and do a cold read. And, you know, if someone thinks they might just want to try it, not necessarily be sure if they want to do it, but they want to come and see. They can come to the auditions and just watch.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just watch the auditions, and since we usually have auditions more than once, they can come one day and then come back and audition if they want to. So
there's a lot of smaller parts too, where you don't have that many lines to learn, and if that's a good way to just get in with it. I think I was forced to be in a play. I'm not an actress, but I was chosen to be in one, and luckily it only had like 10 lines, so I didn't have that much trouble learning them. It was still pretty daunting for me, but
yeah.
but it's. I think if they get into that and they think of it as a conversation, because it's like you talking to me, they use their last words as their key words, and they know what their line is next.
Yeah.
So yeah, if they're just talking, and a lot of this is family talking to each other, and so it's easier to remember what your lines might be, at least the starting and the ending ones. In between,
we'll
sometimes we improv.
You're gonna might be a little ad lib in there.
Yeah. Well, as long as the audience doesn't know it, we're good.
Exactly.
Yeah. They don't usually know.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
It really is.
It looks like people have fun doing plays.
We do.
And it's a great way to meet new people too. And and even if someone is interested in volunteering but they know that they don't want to be on stage, there's so many other opportunities to learn things, working backstage, working tech, the lights and sound, ushering, selling concessions, selling tickets. I mean, there's a lot, costuming, just a lot of opportunities.
It costs $15 to become a member per year.
Oh, okay.
And with that, you get the opportunity to volunteer. And if you're a volunteer for a show, you get to see it for free.
Oh, yeah.
So it makes it pretty easy to work with.
Well, and if it's only $15 a year and you're there helping at each show, you're getting in each show for free.
That's right.
You know, you're talking 5 shows a year, you saved quite a bit.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's just a fun alternative to going to a movie or some other kind of entertainment. And on this one, I was trying to think, young people would enjoy this one too, I think.
It's because there's such nonsense going on, and silly, some of the conversations that are going on, and it's not over their heads kind of things.
Sure.
And some of the shocking revelations that come up, I'm not going to say what they are, but there's
No
some
spoilers.
Shocking revelations.
You'll have to come to see it.
Exactly. That's exactly right. So, how did Harvey go? That was at the beginning of the year.
Oh, it was sold out almost all. The first week it was a little slower, but then it sold out, I think, almost every show.
Yeah.
Because that everyone knows Jimmy Stewart from Harvey and the Invisible Rabbit. So, yeah, and it was
6 foot tall.
It was a fantastic set. She'd done something that I've never seen on stage, where actually the stage it opened up and it became a whole different thing. I don't know, she was painted on both sides, and they'd move stuff out, and then just the whole stage opened up and it became a whole different set.
That's cool.
Just done really neat. So.
Yeah, very nice.
Very creative.
Very creative. Well, Farce of Habit, again, March 28th, 29th, and 30th, April 4th, 5th, and 6th, April 11th, 12th, and 13th. And your next play, Laura, will be in May and June. And if you would like to audition for that, maybe become one of the characters, let's see, would they just call the same number to get tickets? Or?
Yeah, if you go up there to where it says auditions, it'll tell you the times and everything for upcoming auditions.
There we go.
It should tell you.
There we go. Saturday, April 5th at 10 a.m. and Sunday, April 6th at 6 p.m. And again, play runs May 30th through June 15th. You need 5 men and 3 women. Let's see, we got time. Yeah, we got about 30 seconds left. So that's where I read age, late 40, older mentor, Waldo. Audition pieces, Mark Pearson, age 30s, detective. Shelby Carpenter, age 30, Laura's fiance. Danny Dorgan, late teens. And Olson, plainclothes policeman. Laura Hunt, age 30s. Bessie Clary, age 40s. And Mrs. Morgan, age 40s to 60s. So
all
ranges.
Everybody, right?
All ranges. And you don't have to be those ages. You just have to be able to play those ages.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, okay.
I have
Not
an
necessarily.
18, he's 18 and he's played a 90-year-old man in one of my plays. So
Very good.
we had to teach him how to be old, but it worked.
Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
It's a lot of fun.
It's been fun. Always
Yeah.
good to see you.
Yeah, definitely. You all have a great day. It's going to be pretty out.
It is.
Thanks for watching.